Hey everyone, welcome to another speed build. Today I am building a fall themed build, which I'm actually super excited for because I've been waiting a long time to build something fall themed. Like I remember about this time last year when everyone was doing really cute fall builds as they do, I had sort of just discovered the speed building genre of YouTube video, and I was really having a lot of FOMO, really wanting to do it myself, but I didn't have the game yet, and I was worried that I wouldn't be good at it and all this stuff. So I remember this time a year ago just really wanting to do cute fall builds in The Sims, but not sure how, not sure I'd be good at it, and I don't know. So it's just cool that this time this year I can actually give it a try, and I'm super excited about that. It feels pretty full circle. And as I was building this, I remember thinking is it too early? It's technically not even fall yet, I think. McDonald's still has their summer drink deals going on, and technically fall doesn't start for another few days, I think, but it's September, so to me it's already fall. And I was worried that maybe I would get into the fall builds a little too early and people would be this is too early, don't do this. But then I don't know, my For You page has just been full of autumn Sims builds, and so I figure, if everyone else is doing it, I can do it too, and I'm super excited. But yeah, I am building in the world of Windenburg, which came with the Get Together pack, on this cute little tiny 15 by 15 lot called Little Falls Nook. It's one of my favorite. Yeah, I just love tiny lots, so that's why I chose it. Also, you might notice a little bit of freezing and lagging in my game, and just ignore it, please. Sorry, just please ignore it, because I don't know what's going on with my computer, but it just can't run The Sims perfectly right now. There you go, see the freezing? It's not so bad, especially if you speed it up. I think this is sped up at least 5 times, so they're not that bad, but if you find them annoying, I'm so sorry. I find them annoying too. I just randomly out of the blue, my computer just decided that it couldn't run The Sims anymore. Well, it can run it, but it just is a little slower, and takes a longer to load, and it stops for no reason all of the time and just lags. But I don't know, it's not that annoying. And it really doesn't happen that often. I edit most of it out, but if you see it and you're wondering why that is, it's just because my computer's struggling at the moment, but it's okay. I should probably talk about the builds though. I am just adding a little bump out to the left there. I add mostly base game windows, kind of in this lighter wood color, but I do go in and change quite a bit of what you see here. That sort of yellowy siding that I've used for most of the build, I actually changed that for one of the werewolf wallpapers because I just think it goes better. And then I changed one of the windows to be a darker shade of wood. But yeah, this is a general vibe. There are just a few changes here and there. And then obviously now I am just picking out my favorite trees and just putting them everywhere. This was my favorite part. This was the part I was most excited for, was picking out all the trees and seeing how they look in the fall season, and just arranging them really cute around the build. And I might have overdone it. I might have overdone it with the fall trees, but I was having fun, I was having a good time, and I'm not sorry. And then of course I add my favorite stepping stones, a little pathway out front. I literally refuse to do anything else. I won't use terrain paint, I won't use pavement, only the stepping stones, nothing else. And then I added one of those cute little, I don't know what to call them, mailboxes that sit on the wall right by the front door there. I was thinking of making it bright red, but it seemed a little too on the nose, so I kind of just went with a black and white simple swatch. And then I do still keep the red a little bit, with those planter boxes on the left hand windows there, so there's still a little bit of red, but little bit more subtle, which I think is nice. Of course, I add like a little pond with like some fallen leaves in it, which I think is nice. And then I add a tree stump here, and I try to make it look like there's just like a pile of leaves that's fallen on it by sizing down these two trees and like sort of sticking them in the stump. So yeah, I think I pulled it off. I think it pretty much looks like just like a pile of fallen leaves. And then I actually do go in and like add an actual pile of leaves from seasons. So yeah, I think it comes together okay. And I had a lot of fun building it, so that's the most important thing. Let me know in the comments, I guess, any suggestions for anything you'd like to see built in the future. I'm honestly having a lot of trouble right now with like finding inspiration. Like I love to build, but I just can't think of like what I want to build. So yeah, so if you have any ideas, please absolutely feel free, write them in the comments. And I know like every single Sims YouTuber says that, but like please leave them in the comments. I have no ideas at all. Now I'm just going through and adding a little bit of terrain paint, just like dark brown, just like, sometimes I have like a bit of a strategy, I guess, where like I am more intentional with how I use terrain paint, but this time I just scattered it all over to kind of like just make it look like the grass is dying, you know, because it's fall. There I am switching the wallpaper, and then I add those cute little hanging flowers from, I think it's Romantic Garden. Is that what it's called? That like one pack that everybody hates. That's like for gardening stuff. Anyway, I really like that one like wall hanging like flowery piece. That's like the thing that I use most from that pack. Actually, it's probably like the only thing that I use from that pack aside from like the flowers. Okay, but here we are. We are inside now. I should probably talk about the interior. I originally went with this flooring from Cottage Living, but I switch it for a different one. But just know that I actually do end up switching it back to the original Cottage Living one. So everything that you see here in the living room actually stays, except for the flooring. I changed that. But yeah, I went with this couch that came with the new teenager pack, or high school pack, I mean. And it has like this cute swatch that's like sort of plaid. Plaid gives me fall vibes. Like, let me know if you agree, but like plaid is a fall thing, I think. And then it's like kind of pinky, kind of orange, which of course is like fall colors as well. So I just kind of tried to build the living room sort of around that. And then this is the kitchen area, sort of in the bump out here. And I went with these Country Kitchen Kit counters. That's like a tongue twister, Country Kitchen Kit counters. But yeah, I went with this swatch because I felt like it had a very similar pink accent to the couch. Like they have like a little pink curtain under the sink there, and that one upper cabinet has like some pink in it, and I felt like it just was like perfect for like the color scheme of the living room to sort of like bring that color into the kitchen as well. And then I found that this like shelf that's actually for hanging clothes on from Dream Home Decorator sort of fit the vibe exactly. So instead of adding like a fourth upper cabinet, I just added like a clothing hanging shelf. And I didn't hang any clothes on it, obviously, because like that would be weird in the kitchen, but I did hang like a little towel on the wall underneath there. Now I'm just adding like a cute little chair for decoration. I just thought we could use like a pop of red as well in the kitchen, because in the living room I also have a pop of red. I think the, what is it called? The fireplace is like a similar sort of red to the chair. So yeah, you'll see that throughout like most of this build. It's like a lot of like sort of subtle pinky oranges, and then like a pop of red here and there, except the bedroom. The bedroom is actually an entirely different color scheme, but like I'm getting ahead of myself. We'll see it when we get there. And here I am switching the floor back, like I said, and changing the wallpaper because I hated it. But I am just adding a little dining area out here. I add 3 chairs. I actually imagined probably 2 Sims would live here, but you know, an extra chair in case they entertain or whatever. I add the bookcase from Cats and Dogs here near the front door, and just add like a little bit of clutter on the shelves, and a coat rack. So pretty simple entryway. Lately I've been kind of into like simpler decorations, like not cluttering it up so much, just because I find that like it makes gameplay a lot easier. But anyway, here we are in the primary bedroom. So this is the room that I was saying had a totally different color scheme. I found this bed from the high school pack. I almost said teen pack again, but from the high school pack that's like a lot of greens and like a gold bed frame. And gold is like a very fall color, I feel like. So I went with that. Honestly, mostly because I couldn't find a bed that I liked that like matched the color scheme of the rest of the house. So yeah, this bedroom has a little bit of a different vibe, but like you win some, you lose some. And then above the headboard, I could not find a painting that was quite right. So instead I went with like this like collage wall. What is it called? Gallery wall? I know there's a word for it, but it's not coming to me right now. But anyway, I just add a few things here and there, hang some clothes up, and I added a little standing mirror so that it's functional. Oh, and I have play tested this, so everything works. The only thing I had to change was I had to scoot the coffee table a little bit away from the fireplace so your Sims could light it. But other than that, everything's functional. It's on the gallery if you're interested in getting this. Here's the little bathroom. And then here is the last room. So I made this into sort of an office space. Easel, computer, but feel free to add whatever skill building activities suit your Sims. And then I actually add like a cute little bassinet in here as well, just because I was thinking, you know, a couple lives here, but maybe they're thinking of like starting a family soon or like adopting a baby soon. So yeah, and then I found this adorable rug also from the high school pack. I think I'm going to use that rug like all the time now that I know that it exists. I don't know, it's just like perfect. It's probably going to be one of my go-tos. But anyway, I hope you liked this build. It is pretty much done now. Bye!